Hello dear students. So in this video actually I'm introducing a PYQ series. So we have started a PYQ series in YouTube where we'll be going to discuss all the previous year questions topic wise from 2011 to 2021 that have come in CSAT, right? So we'll be discussing those questions, we'll be discussing the types of questions, we'll be discussing some dimensions of those questions, like which type of questions can be asked further with related to these questions, right? So this is part 1 and we have divided these questions into 3 parts. Actually from in part 1 we'll be discussing from 2011 to 2014 and then 2015 to 2018 and then 2019 to 2021, right? So this is the thing. So let's start the first part. So let's start with the questions. So in 2011, what they have asked, question says, if a bus travels 160 kilometers in 4 hours and a train travels 320 kilometers in 5 hours at uniform speeds, then what is the ratio of the distances traveled by them in 1 hour? See everyone, here bus travels 160 kilometers in 4 hours. So speed of the bus will be what? 160 divided by 4. So 160 divided by 4 will be what? 40 kilometers per hour, right? And here train travels 320 kilometers in 5 hours. So speed of the train will be what? 320 divided by 5. So this is what? This is 64 kilometers per hour, right? So train goes 64 kilometers in 1 hour and bus goes 40 kilometers in 1 hour. So question is saying, then what is the ratio of the distances traveled by them in 1 hour? So obviously bus travels 40 kilometers in 1 hour, right? So bus travels 40 kilometers in 1 hour and train travels 64 kilometers in 1 hour. So this is the ratio of the distances traveled by them in 1 hour, right? So both the numbers are divisible by 8. So this is 5:8. 8 5s are 40, 8 8s are 64, right? So the ratio is 5:8. Everyone, fine. See, the thing is you have to consider the order of the question, right? Because 8:5 is also given in the option and 5:8 is also given in the option. Fine. So you have to consider the order of the question. Question says a bus travels. So bus is coming first, right? And what is the ratio of the speeds? Sorry, what is the ratio of the distances traveled by them, right? So obviously they are asking bus is to train. So bus is to train is 5:8, right everyone? The answer is B. All right, correct. Now let's move to the next question. Next question says, Mr. Kumar drives to work at an average speed of 48 kilometers per hour. The time taken to cover the first 60% of the distance is 10 minutes more than the time taken to cover the remaining distance. See everyone, when a person covers first 60% of his distance or of his total journey, then obviously the remaining distance would be 40%, right? So here, this is the 60% of the entire journey and this is the 40% of the entire journey. So the question is saying the time taken to cover first 60% of the distance is 10 minutes more than the time taken to cover the remaining distance. Remaining distance means 40%, right? So here the difference of the time and the difference of the speeds. So according to you, the difference of the speeds, difference of the distances covered is 20%. So 20% of the distance, right? 20% of the distance. Okay. And question is saying he is covering this 20% in 10 minutes, right? Guys, please try to relate it. Question is saying for the first 60% and the remaining distance, right? For 60% distance and the remaining distance. So obviously the difference is 20% of the distance. 20% of the distance he is covering in 10 minutes because he is saying, question is saying this 60% is being covered in 10 minutes more than the remaining distance, right? So 20% of the distance is being covered in 10 minutes. So 100% of the distance is being covered in what time? So 20 into 5, this is 100, right? So 10 into 5, this will give you 50, right? So 100% of the distance will be covered in 50 minutes, right everyone? So now the question is saying Mr. Kumar drives to work at an average speed of 48 kilometers per hour, right? So average speed is also given, and question is what? How far is his office, right? It means the distance is being asked. Distance is what? Distance is speed into time, right? So speed is given in the question. Time we have already found, right? Speed is given in the question, which is 48, and time we have calculated as 50 minutes. So 50 minutes, just convert this 50 into hours. So 50 by 60. So now this answer will be in kilometers, right? Because everything is now into kilometer per hour. Fine. So this is 0, 0 cancelled. This is what? This is 8. 8 into 5 is 40 kilometers. All right, everyone. The answer is 40 kilometers, right? Okay. So this was the question from 2012. Now let's move to other questions. So now this question came in 2013, right? Question says a thief running at 8 km per hour is chased by a policeman whose speed is 10 kilometers per hour. All right. The thief is 100 meters ahead of the policeman. Then the time required for the policeman to catch the thief will be. Okay. See everyone, the situation is what? The situation is here. Thief is somewhere here and policeman is somewhere here, right? The initial distance between the thief and the policeman is given as 100 meters. All right. So as soon as thief saw the policeman, he started running with the speed of 8 kilometers per hour, right? And obviously policeman started chase at the rate of 10 kilometer per hour, right? Now the question is saying then the time required for the policeman to catch the thief. Question is saying in what time the thief will be caught, right? So obviously here the relative speed will be what? See, both the objects are moving in the same direction. So relative speed will be the difference of the two speeds. Fine. So relative speed will be what? Relative speed will be 2 km per hour, right? Relative speed will be 10 minus 8, which is 2 km per hour, right? And the distance that policeman has to cover to catch the thief is 100 meters, right? So time is what? Distance upon speed. So distance is what? 100 meters. Speed is what? 2 km per hour. Just convert this into meter per second. So this is 5 by 18, right? So 18 will go here. All right. So this is what? This is 2 into 5 is 10 and this is 100, right? So this is 180 seconds, right? Because we have converted everything into meter per second, right? So here we are getting this as 180 seconds. Now 180 seconds options are in minutes. So please try to convert this second into minutes. So we have to divide this number by 60. So this is 180 divided by 60. So this will give you 3 minutes. All right, everyone, fine. So the correct choice is B option. Okay, everyone, fine. Hope it is clear. So this question came in 2013. It was a good question based on relative speed, right? Now let's move to the other question. So again in 2013, one more question is there. All right. Question says the train travels at a certain average speed for a distance of 63 kilometers. Then travels a distance of 72 kilometers at an average speed of 6 kilometers more than its original speed. All right. If it takes 3 hours to complete the total journey, what is the original speed of the train in kilometer per hour? See everyone, this question, if I use a mathematics, if I use traditional mathematics, then obviously this question will be a lengthy one, right? So please, we will solve this question with the help of the options, right? We don't make equations. We will solve this question with the help of the options. And I always avoid to make equations, right? So just put the options and cross verify the given data. So first distance he has covered as 63 kilometers and second distance he has covered as 72 kilometers, right? So 63 kilometers with the speed of 24 and 72 with the speed of 6 more than 24, right? So this is 30. So this is what? This is time 1. Time is what? Distance upon speed. Distance first distance is 63 and second distance is 72, right? So obviously the sum of time 1 and time 2 should be 3 hours, right? According to the given question. Fine. So this is for option number 1. Now for option number 2, this is 63 divided by 33 plus 72 divided by 33 plus 9, which is 33 plus 6, which is 39. It should be 3 hours, right? Okay. Now for equation number 3, option number 3, this is 42 and 42 plus 6, 72 by 42 plus 6, which is 48, right? It should be 3 hours, right? So friends, just check where it is like 63 hours. So I can clearly see this 63 by 42. Both the numbers are divisible by 21. So this is 3 by 2. And here both the numbers are divisible by 24. So this is again 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2, this gives you 3. 1.5 plus 1.5, this will give you 3 hours, right? So here, option number 3 is satisfying the given condition, right everyone? So this is the original speed of the train will be 42 kilometers per hour. This option is the correct choice, right? That's it, right? Please try to solve this question like this only. Otherwise, if you make equations, this question will be a very lengthy one and a very cumbersome, right? Don't try to do like that. Just use the options. Fine. Okay, everyone. Now let's move to the other question. Oh, this question again in 2013. So in 2013, they have asked 3 questions. Okay. All right. So next question says a person can walk a certain distance and drive back in 6 hours. So walk plus drive. He is taking 6 hours, right? He can also walk both ways in 10 hours. Okay. So walk plus walk, it is 10 hours, right? So you can say this is 2 walk is equal to 10 hours, correct? Fine. So this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. What is the question? What is the question? How much time will he take to drive both ways? Okay. So question is asking d plus d, which is 2d, right? So do one thing. In equation number 2, we just multiply with 2. Fine. So we are getting 2w plus 2d is equal to 12, right? So put the value of 2w over here. You will get 10 plus 2d is equal to 12. So 2d is equal to 2 hours, right? Actually, we need to find 2d also. 2d only here. So the answer is 2 hours, right? So here, A option would be the correct choice. See everyone, this question belongs to the category of time, speed and distance, but this question is based on algebra, right? Actually, we have to make equations and we have to solve it. That's it. 2 equations, 2 unknowns, right? So this is based on the pair of equations, right? Linear equations. Okay. All right, friends. Now let's move to the next question. See, this question belongs to, this question came in 2014, right? So it means in 2013, we had 3 questions from this topic. And in 2014, now let's come to the questions. First question is, a worker reaches his factory 3 minutes late if his speed from his house to the factory is 5 kilometers per hour. Okay. If he walks at a speed of 6 kilometers per hour, then he reaches the factory 7 minutes early. The distance of the factory from his house is, see everyone, in first case he was reaching 3 minutes late and in second case he was reaching 7 minutes earlier, right? It means total difference of the time was 10 minutes from first condition to second condition, right? Because here he was 3 minutes late and here he is 7 minutes earlier, right? So difference between the time will be 10 minutes in those 2 situations, right? And in first scenario, the speed is given as 5 km per hour, right? And in second scenario, the speed is given as 6 km per hour, right? So friends, the ratio of the speed is 5:6 in those 2 cases, right? The ratio of the speeds is 5:6 in these 2 cases. So obviously time is what? Time is inversely proportional to speeds. So ratio of the time will be 6:5, right? So ratio of the timings will be 6:5. So here he is taking 6 unit time and here he is taking 5 units time. So difference between these two is what? 1 unit, and 1 unit is given as the difference that we have already found is 10 minutes. So 1 unit is given in the question is as 10 minutes. Fine. So 6 units will be equal to what? 6 into 10. This is 60 minutes, right? And here it is 5 into 10. So 5 into 10 is 50 minutes, right? So this is the data that we have extracted from the question. Now, what is the question? The question is the distance of the factory from his house. We need to find the distance. See everyone, when he travels at the rate of 5 km per hour, he reaches in 60 minutes. 60 minutes means 1 hour, right? So when he travels at the rate of 5 km per hour, he reaches the factory in 1 hour, right? It means the distance is what? The distance is, see, distance is what? Distance is speed into time. So speed is 5 and time is 1 hour. So this is 5 km, right everyone? So here the distance is 5 km, right? C option is the correct choice. Hope you got it, guys, right? It's a good question and a very logical question too. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Next question says, two cars start towards each other from two places A and B, which are at a distance of 160 kilometers. See, two cars start towards each other from two places A and B, which are at a distance of 160 kilometers. Right? All right. They start at the same time, 10 a.m. Okay. Both of them starting at 8:10 a.m. Right? It is not 10 a.m. It is 8:10 a.m. Right? Both the train is starting at 8:10 a.m. All right. So if the speeds of the cars are 50 and 30 kilometers per hour respectively. All right. So this car is traveling at 50 kilometers per hour and this car is traveling at 30 kilometers per hour. Right? So question is, they will meet each other at. We need to find the meeting time. See everyone, here both the objects are moving, so obviously relative speed will come to the picture. And suppose that this is, let's say this is the meeting point, right? So obviously this car is coming from, from A to this point, and this car will be coming from B to this point, right? So both of them together will travel 160 km to meet, right? So meeting time will be what? Time is what? Distance upon speed. So total traveled distance by both the vehicles is 160 km, and total, the relative speed. Relative speed is 50 plus 30 because they are traveling in opposite direction. Fine. So this is 50 plus 30 is what? 80. Right. So this is what? This is actually 2 hours. So after 2 hours, they will be meeting, right? So they have started at 8:10. So 2 hours after 8:10, they will be meeting, right? So this is what? This is 10:10 a.m. Right, everyone? So they will be meeting at 10:10 a.m. Right? So A option is the right choice. Fine, everyone. This was a simple question based on relative speed, right? A very simple case. Okay. Now let's move to the other question. Guys, now it is the time to discuss about our offerings, what Unjust offers you guys. So we have some programs related to CSAT only, right? And let me discuss those programs in detail. So first program is CSAT Foundation program. This is actually CSAT Foundation program. This is a long-term program for CSAT, right? So those who are targeting like after 2 years or after 1 year, so they can join this program, right? And then CSAT PYQ program. CSAT PYQ program is a very targeted program that we have designed. Here we have collected all the questions that came in CSAT from 2011 to 2021, and we have segregated those questions topic wise and concepts wise, right? So we are discussing all those questions, and obviously we are discussing the concepts that are coming through those questions in the CSAT examination. Fine. So we have discussed all the concepts through questions. So actually we are teaching in this program through PYQs only, right? So here you are getting like which type of questions are coming from the certain topic, and moreover here we have discussed some other dimensions of those questions also. Which type of questions may further asked, may be asked further related to this topic or or a particular topic. Fine. So this is CSAT PYQ program. And then CSAT crash course. Those students who don't have much time, or those who have less time, they can join this program. We have crash course for 2 months, for 50 days, or for 1 month also, right? So you can join according to your availability and your convenience. Fine. And then CSAT weekend batch. This batch we have designed for working professional candidates, those who don't have time in weekdays. They may join this program, right? It is a very beneficial program for those candidates, those who don't have time in weekdays basically. Fine. And then CSAT test series along with the discussion. See everyone, this is again a very good and targeted program that we have designed. Here we have designed the questions which are strictly based on the recent pattern of CSAT. Fine. Because here obviously if you compare the paper of last 2 years from other papers, then you will see the drastic change, right? So obviously we have designed the questions based on that only. Okay. So this is a very good program, and obviously the discussion is also very important. Fine. How to tackle the paper, how to eliminate the options. This is actually very important. How to read the question properly, right? So this discussion is also very important. And after that, we have a free program in our Telegram, 5-star question series in Telegram. See everyone, what is this 5-star question series in Telegram? Here we upload 5 questions every day in our Telegram channel. Okay. And we discuss those questions sometimes in Telegram and sometimes in our website. Fine. Here you may take those 5 questions every day to get the momentum. Till the examination, you may just get connected with the questions for CSAT. Just take 5 questions every day and maintain your momentum till the examination. So this is a very beneficial program for the students. So guys, please get benefited out of it, right? Join this program. And let me introduce about our contact details. So friends, we have a Telegram channel. The link for the same is telegram/ungist, right? So this is our Telegram channel, and our website is ungist.com, right? And if you guys want to talk to us, then we have a very simple number, 9613 19 20 21, right? Again, 9613 19 20 21. It's a very simple and convenient number, right? Easy to learn, in fact. And let me tell you something about our classes. So we have offline classes. Offline classes we have in ORN, Old Rajendra Nagar, New Delhi, right? So if you want to join our offline classes, you may contact us and you may come to offline classes which are in ORN, right? And we also have online classes. So online classes, you just get the link and you may start your lectures, right? Just by contacting us. Fine. So friends, these are the details that I wanted to discuss with you guys, right? And please stay tuned for very good content. We guys are working for you day in, day out, right? And please share these videos with your friends also, so that they may also get benefited out of it, right? So thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you. Thank you so much.